Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rizano, and this is another episode of the world famous, the University Love, the best podcast in 1, 2, 3 galaxies. But ladies and gentlemen, you and I, we just call this show Online Marketing Moves. And we are coming to you live today. Today is Tuesday, July the something another, July the 23rd, 2024. Ladies and gents, I am very happy to be speaking with you today. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, today on the podcast, we are going to have a very fun and very exciting show. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, why haven't you emailed the show? You can always email me, Tony at TonyRizano.com. That's Tony at TonyRizano.com. How do you spell Rizano? RESONNO. Ladies and gents, you should email the show. You should subscribe to the podcast. You should subscribe to the YouTube channel. Ladies and gents, I have to check my Bluehost account to see if my website has been transferred over. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you a tip today that's going to save you a lot of time and a lot of headache. It doesn't matter where you go. You can go to GoDaddy, Bluehost, any place that you want to start a website. But I will say this. The mistake that I always make is I'm like, all right, I'm going to buy my domain from GoDaddy. But then I can't really figure out, I don't know if it's me. I don't know what's going on. But I can easily do my stuff on Bluehost. Okay, like I can upload, I can have a website done, I can do all this stuff on Bluehost very easily. I don't know why, but I don't know if it's me or if it's GoDaddy more complicated than Bluehost. But I have the hardest time trying to build a website on GoDaddy. So I always wind up transferring my domains to Bluehost, and then it takes like 2 to 3 days. So wherever you want to host your website, buy the domain name from that particular place. It will save you a lot of time, but will save you a lot of headache. All right, ladies and gents, that's just a tip from me to you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what do you want to talk about today? Let's get into the good old fashioned sales. Okay, we are going to talk about flat out selling today. Okay, now we are going to talk about picking up the phone, calling somebody, and trying to make a sale. Now, ladies and gentlemen, why am I discussing this with you? Because more and more we try to say, oh, you can do everything online, okay? Which you can do a lot of stuff online, but ladies and gentlemen, sometimes it does not work. If you want to be top of the line, if you want to be creme de la creme, if you want to be the best of the best, ladies and gentlemen, every now and then you are going to have to get off the computer. You are going to have to roll your carcass out and about in the public. And you're going to have to call somebody, speak to somebody face to face. And ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing to be afraid of but fear itself. Ladies and gentlemen, it is A-OK. The worst that anybody can do to you is tell you no. Now, I know you kids are from a different time than I'm from. But I'm from a time that there was no online dating when I was growing up. When I was trying to date a woman. Okay? I will give you 1998, 1999. This is what you did, kids. Gather around as I talk to you about getting rejected. Okay? Rejected on the phone, rejected in person, rejected. But I will tell you this. Tip number 1, you will survive. There's no way around it. You will survive no matter what. Whether you're selling or asking a girl for a phone number or a guy, whichever one you prefer. You pick. Okay. But when I was in the Navy, back to back days, Navy stories. When I was in the Navy, okay, I would get on the trolley in San Diego. Shout out. I would get on the trolley and I would see somebody and I'd be like, oh, they are cute. Blah 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 blah. And so I would say, you know, I could not airdrop them contact information. I could not go online to find out, where they live, what they were. The sale was done right then and there. The telling and the selling was done right there on that trolley. Okay, so you would have to walk up and listen. It's hard, I know. You would have to walk up in person, face to face, not 2024 stuff. Face to face. You have to walk up. You have to say hello. And, start a conversation. However you want to start it, whatever you want to do, you would have to do it. And before you would say, hey, blah blah blah. Maybe I'd like to get your phone number, maybe we can go out. They would either say, yes, you can have my number, or they would say, I am. Well, most of the time with me, they would say, they would either say, here's my number, my man, or they would say, I got a boyfriend, something like that. And so that would be it. It would be yes or no, and there was no, there's no maybe, there's no, let me see you the next time we catch the train. No, it's yes, it's no, it's phone number or no phone number. There was no maybe I'm thinking about it because a lot of times, you know, the thing about doing things online, people say, yeah, I know there's a lot of new stuff that people think that it's new, but it's not new. Nothing's really new in the world. You can dress it up. You can dress up a cheetah and say it's this, is that, and the other, but it's still a cheetah at the end of the day. And there are some things that are new. Uh, I I've read a couple books by Seth Godin. He talks about permission marketing. Like you putting your hand up and saying, I want to be marketed to. That's good. That's great. You you definitely want that. But if you have an email list, if you if you can get people, no matter if you call them, meet them online, wherever you do, if you could meet people and you can email them often or call them daily or call them often or whatever, eventually you will have permission because the walls will be go down. So that's permission marketing right there. But anyway, I'm telling you all this to say it's if you want to get quicker, sometimes if you want to get the quickest results, you pick up the phone. It's like you ever been in an argument with your spouse, or your girlfriend, your boyfriend. You ever been in an argument with somebody and you're texting each other? Texting, texting and arguing is a waste of time. All you have to do, because sometimes you misread things. You read things how you perceive them. You're upset, so you read them in a different way. They're annoyed, you're annoyed, and you just texting each other, and there's no kind of communication going on. No kind of communication that can get the job done quicker. But if you pick up the phone and you say, "What is going on with us right now at this moment? What is happening? Why are we having this? And what can we do to resolve this?" Because a lot of times, me and my wife, we might have we a lot of times we are on the same page, but she has a different language than I have. And so sometimes if I text her something, it will get miscommunicated. So we don't really text about important things. We get on the phone or when we see each other and we discuss it, and we'll go, we're on the same page. We just we are just saying different things, but we are on the same page. Got it. Got it. Got it. And that's it. And so if there's something that you if there's if there is something that you really want to sell, let's say you have a um, let's say you have a something that you want to, let's say you want to sell a camera, and you are trying to sell somebody a camera, text, I mean, sending them emails all day sometimes might not get the job done. But if you pick up the phone and you say, hey, I am selling this Canon EO5 M50, it can do, you give them the, and you say, what would you like the camera for? Like, why are you looking for a camera? And you say, well, this thing makes beautiful pictures of your grandkids, and you talk about, and sometimes you don't have to talk about the benefits of the camera. Somebody wants to buy a camera, they're going to buy a camera. You know, there's a lot of cameras now. iPhones do a great job taking pictures. So they want to buy a camera. They're already wanting to buy the camera. It's up to you to sell them the camera. You tell them, hey, the camera can do this. The camera can do that. And they go, I'd like to buy that camera. I want you to come. I want to see the camera. I want to buy it from you right then and right there. Okay. There's a lot of times phone call can be quick and easy, and it can get you down the road a lot faster. So a lot of times a lot of times people say, doing things online is a lot easier, but sometimes picking up the phone, making the call, hearing yes, hearing no is a lot easier than, I've emailed you 5 times. What's going on? I've emailed you 10 times. What's going on? Save yourself the 9 other emails. If you email them a couple of times, okay, pick up the phone. What's going on? Would you like to buy this? Why haven't you bought this product? If you have the phone number, are you still interested in the product? Yes, no. No, not interested. Boom. You can go on about your business. Now, I remember when I was in multi-level marketing, one thing they kept saying, and one thing about the thing about selling and the thing about trying to sell products to people, you most of the time, unless it's food, most of the time you're gonna hear no a lot more than you hear yes. But the thing is, you don't want to be one of these people who only talk to like 10 people. If you talk to 10 people, you might hear one yes, and that's great. You may one sell, but you're gonna be frustrated because one sale is not gonna bring home a whole lot. But if you get to the point where you're calling like 100 people, you're in contact with a lot of people, a lot of eyeballs. You are bringing in traffic. You are making phone calls, getting leads, getting contacts, getting information. A lot of times you can improve on your sales technique the more people you talk to. And so, we talked about this yesterday, the full blown belief. And and it sucks when they say no. It sucks when people say no. But it's just gonna happen. It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you're selling, it doesn't matter what you do. You can have all the great techniques in the world. Some people are just gonna flat out say no. You cannot sell me and my wife a boat. You could be the best seller on God's green earth. And you could come in here and you can give all the techniques. You could tell us why we should have a boat, why we need a boat. This, that, and the other. We are not gonna buy a boat. Okay? In a couple of weeks, we're going to see my brother-in-law and sister-in-law. They have a boat. We enjoyed going on the boat last year. It was fun. It was a nice time. We went on the boat. My wife said, "Ooh, this is a real good time." And she said, "But we can never own a boat." I said, "Nope, it's probably too much work for us. We don't want to do that." And so we like going to see my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law, and we enjoy going on the boat. They love the boat. They go out every weekend, and they get all the use out of the boat. They're getting all their money into that boat. So if somebody came to them and said, "Hey, I got another boat," those are the people you want to talk to. And so when it comes to sales, you're going to hear a lot of no's. But if you can prep, if you know who you want to talk to, where are they at? If you can find a list of customers that you want to talk to, making making the phone calls is a lot easier. There's still going to be no's, but it's a lot easier than you trying to be you saying, I need to talk to, you know, everybody in the world, because that's going to be a lot of time wasted, You know who you want to talk to. You find the people. Then you pick up the phone and then you call and you say, "Hey, I am doing X, Y, Z, this, that, and the other." I remember one time. I, call, I remember one time when I was in the MLM company. Um, I called this person up. Called him on the phone. I said, "Hello, yes, I am. I want to talk to you about this opportunity." Blah 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 blah. They hung up. I thought the phone disconnected. Call back straight to voicemail. I just sent the text. Are you not interested? No. In all caps. I said, okay. I could have just said that. you know? So rejection is going to happen. These people signed up to be on a list for MLM opportunities. So I'm calling a list that the people already know they're going to get a phone call. These 90% of these people was just like, no. I don't even know how I got on this list. I'm like, well, you had to sign up for something. And they're like, nah, 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 nah. And there was a lot of that. And there was a lot of no's. And I said, this is ridiculous. And so it was just the way it is, It was not a big deal. And like I told you, it sucks. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. But one thing that you have to learn, it doesn't matter. Get the no's out of the way so you can hear the yeses, because there's always going to be no's. There's always going to be hesitation. I don't care if it's a $10 product or $1,000,000 product, $10,000 product, whatever it is. There's always going to be somebody that's going to say no. And there's always going to be somebody that's going to say yes. Your job is to get better. Your job is to not be, nervous and all this stuff. And your job is to, figure out techniques that work for you. They got where you can get the people, how to meet the people. Sometimes it's easier to pick up the phone and call the people. Cold call, warm call, does not matter. Sometimes the phone call is a lot quicker than, and actually people nowadays they get so many less phone calls that sometimes making a phone call is a lot easier than just emailing somebody. Okay, I still say email every day, but email every day, they get more familiar with you. And then when you do pick up the phone, they go, "Oh, it's so and so. I like so and so. What are they trying to sell me today?" And so it makes life a lot easier. So, ladies and gentlemen, do not have any fear about hearing the word no, because it's gonna happen. Just take it as it is. Take it for what it's worth. You're gonna hear no, and that's all right. It's not the end of the world. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, work on your sales, work on your sales technique, work on your sales calls. As I told you before, it's like, you know, ah, like I like I told you, it's just like it was when I was, young. You had to say, hello, how, hello, how are you? It's nice to meet you. I find you cute. Blah 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 blah. I met my wife in the, I met my wife in Walmart. So I had to do the approach. I said, hello. And she said, marry me and I'll have your baby. And I said, deal and deal. And that was it. But I'm just kidding. But the point is, calling, sometimes you have to get out from behind the computer and make phone calls. And the transaction can go quicker. Sometimes you can do better on the phone, sometimes than what you can online. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, always be trying to make the sale. People can tell you they can drive you all around the moon. They can drive you all around the moon. They can drive you all around the moon. But ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, we are all salesmen. No matter what anybody tells you, no matter what anybody says, all the don't do this, don't do that. Listen, at the end of the day, life is about transactions. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We'll be back tomorrow with all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. But until then, my name is Tony Rosano. Thank you for listening. God bless. And as always, everybody, peace.